सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।
Do we want to have good neighborly relations with India? Yes, we do. Has South Asia suffered because of this dispute? Yes, it has. Have we invested enough in our social sectors, in health, education, drinking water, sanitation? No, we have not. Why? The question is why? We have limited resources and they should be optimally used. How do we use them? When there's tension brewing on both sides, on the eastern side, on the western side. Are we helping facilitate peace on the western side? Yes, we are. Is the world recognizing it today? Yes, it is. Pakistan has changed and Pakistan is changing, and we are a relatively new party with a new mindset, with a new approach. In the past, we've been talking about the geostrategic location of Pakistan. Today, we want to talk about the geo-economic importance of Pakistan. Because of this dispute, is SAARC functional? It isn't. Are we trading within the region as we should? And we have seen regional trade grow everywhere. The European Union is in front of you. And there are many other, ASEAN is a very good example. Can we trade? Yes, we can. But we are not. What's the bottleneck? We have to understand. And we need the support of the international community to understand. What the present regime in India has done is unsustainable. Where are the investments that were promised? Have they come in? Where is the flourishing tourism? It's destroyed. Look at the economic impact the measures of the 5th of August have had on Indian Jammu and Kashmir. Devastating. The question is, what are we doing about it? You have diplomatic relations with India. We recognize that and we respect that. As sovereign countries, you're entitled to have good bilateral relations with them. And we don't grudge that. Honestly, we don't grudge that. We want to move on. How do we move on is the question. I would want, my Prime Minister wants, Imran Khan wants, my government wants peace, stability, development, education, health. The world has suffered from COVID-19. And believe you me, we were scared when the first wave hit us. How will we cope with this challenge with the fragile healthcare system we have in place? We are fortunate, things didn't spin out of control. We've dealt with it reasonably well, but the challenge is there. Could we have cooperated within the region to overcome the challenge of COVID-19? Yes, we could. have. We didn't. We did. Can we wish the challenge away? We cannot. We will have to face it. Collectively, regionally, we could have done a better job. We've managed better, I mean, in my opinion, better than India. If you look at the economic contraction that we've had and the economic contraction that they've had, 10.3% decline in their growth compared to what we have sort of contracted by. So the time has come to reflect. How do we move on? What's going on is unsustainable. Jammu and Kashmir is under military siege since the last 18 months. Can it go on like this forever? Can you have a communication blockade forever? Can you overlook the two reports of the Human Rights Commissioner? You can choose not to talk about it. You can choose to look the other way. But that does not change reality. And that's where we seek your attention. We want to resolve this issue through dialogue and through peaceful means. That is preference number one, and the only sensible preference. How do we do it? Did we vitiate the climate? No, we did not. Who will create that enabling environment that is required to re-engage? That's the question. This exhibition that you're witnessing today is just an expression of what's going on. The picture is far worse than what is being reflected here. So please, write to your capitals, inform them about what the real situation is. I expect the new Biden administration that has always spoken about fundamental human rights to stop ignoring the ground realities over there. I expect the OIC that we are founding members of to not overlook the sentiments of people in their countries. Priorities of governments can be different, but the sentiment of the people is somewhat different. Recognize it. See for yourself how things are moving. I expect the European Union, one of our largest trading partners, to play its role. I'm grateful to the European Parliament for having discussed this issue, the issue of human rights. We are thankful to members of the British Parliament and the All Parties Parliamentary Group on Kashmir, the House of Commons, for contributing and highlighting the misery, the brutality that is taking place. We all have to sit and and find a way out. I'm not saying we have all the solutions, but this cannot go on like this. This cannot go on like this. Something can go wrong, even accidentally. Those who are shy of getting involved will willy-nilly get involved. Because when peace and security is effected, then you will be sucked in. So reflect about it and play your role. You will find Pakistan engaging, reasonable, and willing to look at things objectively. Thank you for showing solidarity, and thank you for your presence. Assalamu alaikum.
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।